Okay, guys. I'm very personally excited for this. I know you guys are too. This is going to be an amazing Q&A. The man, the very large man, about to join me on stage, very accomplished producer and DJ. And some people who just get into him recently, for obvious reasons that may not have known that, but he's worked with some pretty big acts. Calvin Harris, Scissor Sisters, Alphabeat. Anybody listen to Alphabeat? I love Alphabeat. They're good, eh? Yeah, they're me and this one other chick. Yes! Instant best friends. And you also know him as Hodor on Game of Thrones. I had the chance to speak with him on the phone a couple weeks ago. He's the nicest guy in the world. He answered all of my absolutely stupid questions, so don't feel bad about anything you want to ask during this Q&A. Please give a very warm welcome to Kristian Nairn.
Hello. Could you get a lower chair?
No, that's the one. You want to sit on the... You can sit on the floor if you want.
No, it's okay. Thank you. Hi, guys. I think you should feel bad about stupid questions. Have really intelligent questions for me today. So I could end all the questions now. Yes, I do know all my lines. Hodor and... What's the other one? No, okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Anyway, how do we do this?
How do we do it? Well, if you're Mark Shepard, you taunt me for an hour.
It's kind of likely.
But you seem very nice.
I'm not nice at all.
No, you're not?
No.
I'm such a poor judge of character
I'm a horrible piece of shit.
Like the one real nice guy, I just got the hell out of here.
Well, I called you creepy in the interview. Is that not a sign?
Yeah, you called me creepy.
When was that? I can't remember.
When I said that you were 1 inch taller than the guy who plays the mountain.
Yeah, who knows that information?
My feelings are hurt. I cried for a week.
Good.
I didn't know you were a Lannister.
Oh yeah. That's low. That is low. Yeah. What are you wearing?
These are my moon boots. Do you like them?
So, yeah, no. Anyway, let's talk about me. By the way, thank you guys. I've never been to Halifax before. I've been to Toronto. That's the only place I've been to in Canada. Everyone is so nice here. You know. Yeah. I don't mean like in a horrible sort of sickly way. You know, you're just nice enough. You know, on a scale of niceness, you're about an 8. And that's just about right for me. Otherwise, I would just vomit continually.
Yeah, you don't want us to be too disgusting.
Yeah, so yeah, you can ask me anything, really anything. I'm an open book. I'm not behind the door. So anything you want to ask, feel free.
Hi, welcome to Halifax. How do you like it so far?
I just covered that. No, I'm only kidding. It's really nice.
I was checking my question to make sure it was appropriate. There was some stuff. I wanted to ask, a lot of the cast has been asked whether or not they've read the books so they know what's coming for their characters or what's coming overall in the grand scheme of the political landscape. And I was wondering if you were one of the ones who have read it or you're blissfully ignorant and waiting for the surprises like the rest of us.
Well, there's there's actually 3 answers to that question. First of all, during season 1 and 2, I told people that I had read the books because of all the flack I would take on Twitter and Facebook if I didn't. Then I came up with the excuse that as an actor, my method is I don't want to know too much about what happens. But the real answer is no, and just because I'm lazy. I don't read books. I used to read books. I read the first, believe me, I've said this in front of George R. R. Martin, so if I can say it in front of him, I can say it in front of anybody. I read the first few pages and I was like, who was that again? and there's so many names, and I had to go back, and I was like, oh, screw this. So it's easier now because I can put a face, because I actually know all the actors, obviously, and I can put a face to the names. But genuinely, right hand up to whatever, I'm going to read them after the series is done.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you have a great time at Hal-Con.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Just wondering, what was your audition like?
Okay. That is an interesting story. If you were a better interviewer, you would have already asked me that one. But
I thought you were going to be so nice, and you were so mean to me. You didn't even give me candy like
I can't
Mark
help it. It's the moon boots. Seriously, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I auditioned like 4 years previously for Hot Fuzz, which, yeah.
What character?
It's an amazing film. But I didn't get the part, so don't cheer too loudly. Actually, it was Rory McCann who got the part, who plays the Hound, who is another one-word part.
Yarp, yeah.
Yeah. Thank God I didn't get it. So the casting director, she remembered me for the part of Hodor, and I got 15 minutes notice. I remember I was heading for lunch with a friend, and my then agent called me, and he said, "We need to find a child." It's like, you're looking in the wrong place. It's not very likely that I have one on me. So we had to go to a 40th birthday party and of this random woman who I don't know. And basically we had to take her child and put him on my shoulders whilst a circle of 40-year-old ladies watched. And we set up 7 people in different directions, and they would call Hodor, and I would react in maybe 30 different ways to show that I could do it. Because it's not easy. All right. And yeah, and then I had to lift a mahogany table to show how strong I was. And then that was it.
Wow.
Not your traditional Hollywood sort of audition, but it worked.
No, it worked. No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hello. Are you a bank manager?
Nah, it's supposed to be Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks, but no one's seen that show apparently. Anyway, it's about him.
Anyway.
Once Game of Thrones wraps up until it's all said and done, I know they don't film the seasons. I know you're not coming up in the next one, right? But once it's all said and done, do you?
Which I could talk about now.
Okay.
At last.
Do you have any plans of staying in the fantasy genre, or would you like to branch out into something more just diverse, I guess, for you?
Well, yeah, I mean, we all want to do different genres, but fantasy is my favorite genre, fantasy and sci-fi. I've just done a movie called The Four Warriors. It's hopefully out early 2000. What year is this? 2015. Really? I have the clue. Yeah, early 2015 it should be out. It's a fantasy sort of sword and sorcery type movie, but I love that. You know, it's my favorite genre. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to branch out? I definitely don't want to. I don't want. It's hard in Hollywood because it's just so dumb. To be honest, I don't want every part to be about my size. You know, and it's hard. It's the same for people like Peter. You know, Peter's done a really good job of breaking out of that mold as well. But I'm not interested. I don't want to be the silent giant in every part. You know,
what would be the ideal role?
Well, yeah, my ideal role, Wonder Woman. And ideal universe, you know. You know, I don't have the hourglass figure, but I could work on it.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's actually true, by the way. I'm not making that up. I would love to play Wonder Woman, but I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I think everyone would watch it. It was like a car crash. Bearded Wonder Woman.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Vicky.
Hi.
Okay, so I know you're not in the next season of Game of Thrones, which makes me super sad, actually.
No.
But do you ever think we'll get a Hodor origin piece? Because I don't know why he only says one word. And
No one does. That's the thing.
He must be horribly traumatized as a child.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think that's part of the fun.
We ever gonna figure that out?
Well, I have my own backstory,
Would
just in my head.
Would
you know,
you,
not.
Would you share it with us?
No. No, I will. I mean, I think, to my mind, something happened to him when he was young, just like you said. But I think it's more magical. This is not true, by the way. This is just my thinking. I think there's a more magical aspect to it, and I think Hodor means something quite important, because it's not his name. His name's Walder.
I did not know that. There you go.
Yeah, so his name's actually Walder. There's lots of theories about Hodor, and I believe something will come out about him in future seasons. I really hope it does, rather than just being killed. You know, a piano falling on me or something. Yeah. But yeah, I think he's almost being magically suppressed. There's some sort of not curse or spell, but there's something holding him down. Because he's not completely dumb. He can
No, he's not
No,
dumb.
and, you know, it's an interesting one. But I think that's part of the fun, because no one is a bit sort of is enigmatic. People can put their own sort of slant on it.
Okay. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you. Say beatbox.
You keep looking at me like I'm going to help you after you insulted my boots.
I know. I wouldn't expect you to do your job or anything. Yeah.
I'm going to wrestle
melt.
Hodor. That's how I'm going to die today.
That's Odor. O. You know.
Oh.
Oh.
I see.
Oh dear.
Hi there. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. How disappointed were you when you were told you couldn't play the role of Tyrion Lannister?
My heart was broken.
All right. My real question was, that guy just talked about, are you branching from fantasy, but do you have any actual roles and like anything coming up to look out for?
There is some stuff after Christmas I can't talk about yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's just the usual typical actor bullshit answer. But, you know, it's true though. But I've really been concentrating on music. You know, music's my first love. But I definitely want to do both. I mean, I really do love both. So yeah, you hopefully hear some more after Christmas.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks.
How's it going?
All right.
You've mentioned before that if you had any other character in the Game of Thrones universe that you would choose to play Arya. I just wanted to know if besides
How do you
Arya,
know that?
my friend told me, and we were talking about it before, that if other than Arya, what other character would you love to play, and I would love to see you play.
Apart from Arya, probably Brienne.
Nice, yeah.
I think it's another one of my favorite characters. I'm into strong female characters, always have been.
Absolutely.
And yeah, couldn't do a better job than Gwen. Gwen's amazing in that role. But yeah, that'll definitely be another character. Also, another female character. I love Catelyn Stark. She's an incredible character. I'm gonna have to find a male character. Hold on.
No need.
Okay, I'm happy if you're happy.
Oh, absolutely. Enjoy Halifax. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
If you were born into the Game of Thrones universe as yourself,
Where are you from?
West Sussex in the
Okay.
south. Where are you from?
I'm from Belfast,
Oh, nice.
in Ireland. West Sussex is very nice.
It is. Yeah.
It's very posh. You don't know.
It is quite.
Yeah, it is.
Which house would you choose to be born into?
Well, I suppose, you know, if you look at it philosophically, there's different reasons for every house, but Stark. I mean, it has to be Stark. I mean, look at the rest of them. You have, I mean, apart from all the horrible stuff that's happened to the Starks, I mean, it would be a short life, you know, short and productive. I think if you were looking for power, you'd probably be best. I think in Tyrell, actually. I think Tyrell are going to end up pulling the strings there. I hope. And that's another great character. God, what is it about female characters? Olenna Tyrell, the Queen of Thorns. I think she's amazing. Anyway, probably either Stark or from a different angle, Tyrell.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. What are you hugging?
It's a host.
Yeah.
Do you play?
Awesome. Yeah, of course I play. Yes. Yeah. I'm a complete fanboy for anything that comes from Blizzard. I love it.
Awesome.
Well, only Warcraft, really.
Do you want the pillow?
Yes, Kristian, you may have the pillow.
If you don't mind parting with it, I would love a Hearthstone pillow.
6'4".
Thank you so much. I don't need a plane to go home now. I just sort of rub it and I appear in my tavern. Anyway, hello.
Hi. I spoke with my guild master. We're World of Warcraft players from the Exodar server.
Okay.
We were wondering if you would like to join our Horde guild on Exodar.
I'm far too late for you guys. No, dude, I have so many tunes, and I'm completely spread out over European and American servers. Who knows? Maybe in the expansion. Give me your guild name. I'll say hello.
If you're ever in Exodar, look up Hexenkessel. If you ever need anything, you
Okay.
have it.
That's
no
very kind
questions
of you.
asked.
No, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Hello.
Let's keep the Warcraft train rolling.
Oh yeah. I could talk about this all night. You guys would be asleep.
Don't crucify me, but I don't watch Game of Thrones.
That's okay.
So
I don't watch it either.
I'm up here for.
I haven't seen it all, so.
I'm up here for my brother. He told me to ask you jokingly.
You have to do it in a joking
he's
tone.
He's a Warcraft fan, so you should go up and, as a joke, you should ask him what he's excited for in Warlords of Draenor. So when this comes out,
That's not a joke. That's a
Well,
perfectly serious question.
Because I was like, I don't really think I'm gonna go to his panel, and then he was like, no, you should go and do this. It'd be funny. And it was like,
It's not funny. I'm really excited about Warlords of Draenor. I play a hunter.
oh yeah.
And I'm really excited about the new pets.
Okay.
And I know there's one that there's like a really quite difficult quest to get, and you can show off your beautiful lightning-covered wolf. Yeah, I'm not a geek.
We're Ret or I'm a Ret Paladin. He's a Prot Paladin. So
okay.
Yeah, when this comes out on YouTube, he'll be surprised. Thanks.
No worries, man. No worries.
Actually, I have a two-part question
Okay,
now.
that's exciting.
One reference to Game of Thrones. What's your favorite set that you've worked on, and what set would you have liked to work on? Additionally, Horde or Alliance?
Well, sets I've worked on. Some of them are incredible, really. That was one of the first things I remember about the first day. I arrived, and there's a place in Belfast called the Paint Hall. It's become kind of famous now. It's this massive studio and sound stage. It's actually where the Titanic was painted, around that area. And we use it for interior shots. And I arrived into the main hall in Winterfell, and it's real. It's not like, it's a proper hall, and it's made out of stone. It smells right. Seriously, there's a smell that I associate with being on, it's a smell of braziers. They're like fire and flames. And when I smell that, I know I'm in Game of Thrones. Either that set or the one underneath the tree, which had all the sort of vines and the roots. That was incredible. And it had sort of live, very aggressive ravens flying around, which were terrifying. Because they're really not very nice birds. You know, we've all seen The Crow, and you think that, oh yeah, I would like, I'm a bit goth. I would love a fucking crow on my shoulder. But you will have no eyes. They're evil bastards. They will pick your soul out of your ear. And Horde, of course. Yeah, has to be Horde. How many people play Warcraft here? And how many people are going, oh dear. I apologize. Yeah, I got it. Hello.
Okay, thanks. 5'9.5". As I was here last night, as for quite a lot of people, for your
Yes.
DJ performance, which is quite amazing.
Oh.
Best in the world.
Thank you.
I will tell you that I am a bagpiper myself, and what do you like to do when you produce, apart from just only electrical music, or do you like folk and rock and roll, or
Yeah, I mean,
R&B?
my whole career started with me wanting to be a guitar player. I played guitar all my life. Not many people know that, actually. I basically wanted to be in like a 90s heavy metal band with like hairspray and spandex, and I would actually still choose that if I had a chance. It would be a horrible image, you know.
I saw some spandex down on the vendor's floor. We could hook you up.
No, I think not. But yeah, I mean, I like extreme music. I mean, I like music that sort of makes you provokes a reaction. You know, so yeah, I mean, glam rock, mad guitar solos and stuff. I love all that. Yeah, it would probably be heavy metal, I would say.
Okay, thanks very much.
No problem. Hello.
Hello.
I always love it when I see a child after I've been swearing like a trooper. I apologize.
Well,
I'm Irish, that's my excuse.
well, I am a big Game of Thrones fan. Show started when I was pregnant, so naturally the most perfect little girl name was Arya.
Of course.
Which she's also incidentally cosplaying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll be getting her picture taken with you later.
Okay.
Well, she will be. But yeah,
she's beautiful.
Thank you. My question is, how would you like to see the whole story end? Curious.
A lot of people ask a different way. They say, who do you think is going to end up on the throne?
I just like to know how
Yeah, but I actually think at the end, the throne's not going to be important. I think it's going to be like, almost like a war of the elements. You know, obviously you've got the fire element with like Khaleesi and stuff coming up from the south, and you've got the White Walkers coming over the wall, and sort of magic and the darker side to it. And yet again, this is only my thoughts on it. I really know nothing. I think Bran is going to be like almost like nature and sort of like earth, and it's all going to sort of come together in a huge mess, and everyone's going to be dead. So, well, you've heard what George said. He said, what was it, the last scene will be the winds sweeping over people's graves.
I'm just curious how you would like to see it end, though.
Oh, well,
if
obviously.
you could choose.
I'd like to see Hodor dressed as Wonder Woman. With a Hearthstone pillow. No, I would like to see the Stark family back on top. I would like to see them get some horrible revenge.
Oh, yes.
On the rest of the country, basically. And we would all feel a bit vindicated, because if it doesn't happen, I'm going to feel cheated.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Hello.
Hello, sir. I have an interesting question here. Now, several years ago, when you finally got the phone call saying that you were officially cast on Game of Thrones, were you aware at the time you got the phone call that your role would require nudity?
No. That was left until I'd just about been cast, and I went in to meet David and Dan in a hotel in Belfast, and they're like, "You have a nude scene." What? And they said, "You have a nude scene," and that's when they asked, would I like a prosthetic? Would I like? And then I knew there was going to be a child there, and I was like, I'm not going to stand. Isaac was only 9 or something. I just thought that was too creepy. I'm not going to stand with a 9-year-old there with my wang out. So at least if it's fake, we can all laugh about it, you know. But so, you know, that's a horrible story. Do you want to hear it? On cue, the poor makeup girl. She had. I was paler than the actual prosthetic, so when she put it on me, they realised that it didn't match. So she had to sort of powder it down while my own thing was inside it. So she was like powdering down this thing, and she also had to plait the pubic hair into my own. And she used this like devil's glue, and I literally had glue in my pubes for like a month. I had to like pick it out like snot. Not good for the sex life. And also, they actually made they made 2. One of them had like sort of this color hair, and the other had like Lionel Richie, like tight black afro. I was like, where is that gonna go? I've got grey hair. And on the day, I was promised it would be a closed set, which means that only the necessary people are there. And no. There must have been like 250 people there, all in a semicircle. It was raining. The generator kept going down. And every time I was crouched in a bush. It sounded like a sex pest. And every time I came out from the bush, I'd be walking forward, lumbering forward, as Hodor does. And there were these pheasants on either side of the set, because it's in a real forest. And they would be calling to each other and mating. So, like, it would have to keep resetting, because you'd hear this, like, "Arrgh!" And I was like, oh my God, this is the worst day of my life. So I'm glad it's over. So.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
No problem. You got a little more than you bargained for, of course.
Did you keep the prosthetic?
Yeah, I use it as draft excluder. Or a cudgel. No, I don't. I would have put it on eBay long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, also, the first time I met my stunt prosthetic, Richard Madden had it on. The guy who plays Rob Stark. I was running around the car park going. So, we're a classy cast.
Hi.
Hello.
So, if you could carry around anyone else in the Game of Thrones universe, who would it be and why?
I already asked him this.
Oh, well,
Shayla.
You're on this, Floyd.
Wow.
If you could carry somebody else.
No, that's the question.
Oh, you said Arya, and then you called me creepy because I knew how tall you were.
Get over it. Someone small.
But why? You have to add the why. This is
why
an
is
essay
someone
question.
small?
Come on. Just because they're light, you don't want somebody like influential, like.
No. Have you ever carried another human for a whole day?
Can you see how small I am? Do you really think I could manage that?
Yeah, but I'm not a forklift, or a yak. I may be big and hairy, but I'm not like a mammoth. But let's see, if he was light, who would I have to carry? No, Tyrion. Probably Varys. Ask me why.
Why?
Don't know. No,
Just to confuse
he's another of
people?
my favorite characters, and I love hearing him talk. I love his sort of slippery. My God. Yeah. I just love how he speaks, his slippery language, and I think it would be a lot of fun to carry around. You might pick up a few tips from him.
That's probably not a good thing.
No, a slippery Hodor. Sounds like a sex toy. If you want to market that, I want to cut a slippery Hodor. Anyway.
Hi. So two things. Have you actually sat in the prop, the Game of Thrones, like the actual throne?
The Iron Throne, yes.
Yeah.
It looks like a child's potty with me. I literally have to wedge myself into it. It looks really small.
It's amazing. Okay. And what's it like on set? Like, is there a lot of, like, I can imagine sometimes it must get really difficult because there's so much tension just with the characters and with the build-up and everything. Is there a lot of fun on set because of that, or is it actually?
It is fun. I mean, we have, it's really heavy storylines, and there's really heavy stuff going on. But I'm so lucky. I'm not the type of person, as I'm sure you've gathered, that I'm going to sort of sugarcoat things. But it really is an amazing cast, and it feels like a family, and it makes it so easy to be at work. In fact, not being in season 5, that's the hardest part. It's not seeing everybody. But then we get to, it is very sad. But we get to, that's why I love doing conventions, because I get to see my cast members and stuff. And I also live in Belfast, so it's easy to see everybody.
Awesome, thank
but it also feels weird that people are in my hometown and I'm not a part of it this year. That's quite strange. Hello.
Hello. Personal dream of mine is to see yourself and or Hodor and the mountain.
Me
face
and
off.
Hodor?
Yeah.
So two of us?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, all three of you. Right. So yeah, but who do you think would win between Hodor and the Mountain? That's what I'd like to know.
Right. There's a obviously Hodor on his own. The Mountain's going to win, definitely. But a warged Hodor, I think there's something different there. Because I believe that Hodor's strength is almost a little bit supernatural as well. Because the whole giant's blood thing, who knows? I think there's a story behind that as well. Why he looks different to everybody in Castle Black, or not Castle Black, Winterfell. Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting fight actually. But yeah, I mean, if that little slip of a thing, what's his name? The Viper can do it.
Oh,
Hodor
yeah.
can do it.
Protect your eyes, though, but
Oh
goggles.
yeah,
Goggles.
He's not gonna get. I'll get him up in the chokehold.
Yeah, just say like you seriously kicked ass with those skeletons during the last season.
Yeah, man. Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah. Thanks.
More of that, please. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. As a huge fan of Game of Thrones and Hodor in particular, we all know that George R. R. Martin loves to kill the people that we love. So, loving Hodor, I can only expect the worst. If you could pick one way for him to kill you off, what would it be?
Okay. See, I have all these questions rehearsed. It's wonderful. Right at the end of Game of Thrones, Hodor is definitely going to say something other than Hodor, right? He's going to say, and then literally a piano falls. And no one ever knows what he's going to say. And it's so important. It's a pivotal moment.
He's about to reveal Jon Snow's true mother.
Yeah. He is Jon Snow's real mother. Oh, that slip. George is going to kill me. Yeah, I mean, almost like that bit in Guardians of the Galaxy where Groot goes, "We are Groot." It's something like that, only not even get that far. Splat. So there you
Perfect. Thank you.
go. No problem. There's something strange coming towards the microphone. You look amazing.
Thank you. Well,
What are you?
Wildberry Princess from Adventure Time.
Okay.
So,
Woo!
yeah.
Finn Jones actually calls me LSP because, yeah, especially when I'm drunk. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Well, kind of still on the topic of death in Game of Thrones, since there's a lot of it. I was wondering, like, since a lot of people haven't actually read the books, how does the cast handle the death of a character, like filming the final scene?
It's actually a good question. I mean, I know a lot of us felt quite profoundly and deeply when Richard and Caitlin, Michelle, obviously. Yeah, seriously though, we actually felt it really hard when they left the set. They were there from like season one, right from the start, and they're such amazing people. And sad when people leave. It really is. And it's easy then to put it, especially if you're in a scene that's connected to that. It's easy to put it into your performance because you're actually thinking to yourself, "I'm actually sad about this person leaving our little group." It was like when Meister Lewin died. Donald was such an amazing person to act with, and we were all gutted. In fact, there was one stage where I actually cried, and not even acting cried, where I was like, oh, okay, snap out of it, Kristian. But yeah, I mean, it's very sad, but I think it's good to put it back into your performance.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
No problem. Hello.
Hey. Okay, I'm gonna get all deep and profound for a moment, so everybody bear with me. If Hodor could tell us one thing and actually use like real human language, what do you think would be his words of wisdom for us?
Oh wow, that's profound.
I know, right?
Let's see. Probably get off my back, you little shit. And guys, can't we all just be friends? That'll be it. I think that's more likely his words of wisdom. He's a nice guy. He hates all the fighting. Let's just be friends.
Yeah.
And then he'd strangle them.
Okay.
That's a good question, though. That's one of those questions I would like time to think about it, but obviously with all you guys here, I just had to say it came right into my head. That's proper method. Is it a workshop here? You're just useless, aren't you?
Yeah. Not bothered, bud. Not bothered.
Good.
Hi there. I had a question about with the CG and the fight scenes.
Yeah.
What is that like? Like, is it just an actor, or do you just kind of have to mimic what's going on? Like, how does it work, and is it really weird, or is it awesome?
We did a lot of green screen stuff with the skeletons, but they were real actors and like sort of green leotards with bits of bones hanging off them. But we really were fighting. I mean, we had stunt training for that, and it's quite frightening. They're really well trained, and you really have to go for it. It's their job to get out of the way, basically.
Oh.
So it's terrifying. They're just swinging a hammer at this person's head, and they get shouted at if they get hit. Seriously, it's like, do your job properly. You get hit with a hammer.
That whole fight scene reminded me of one of my favorite rooms from Baldur's Gate 2. You remember that when you kill all the skeletons in the dungeon?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looked like. Except
In my mind, it reminded me of like Clash of the Titans. You know, when the animatronic skeletons. That's what an animatronic skeleton looks like.
Did you actually hit anyone though?
Ellie did. She plays Mira Reed. I think she hit someone with her spear. But I'm very professional, you know. I didn't hit anybody. But one of the weirdest things, though, is the direwolves. The direwolves are all CGI. I mean, they're based on real dogs, motion capture and stuff. But that you'll literally be reacting to a tennis ball. I think, oh, thanks very much, Summer, for that. It's actually a tennis ball.
All right.
So,
Thank you.
no problem. What are you, by the way?
I'm the Scarlet Spider.
Not you, her. I'm only joking.
Well.
What are you? Tell me.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the Scarlet Spider.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. What's your question?
Could you say Hodor backwards?
Rodo? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Oh, it is. Okay. Rodo. There
Thank
you
you.
go. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That was an easy one.
we have
Anybody else?
about 5 more minutes. Is that correct? Yeah, we have about 5 more minutes if we want to get a few more quick questions in.
Yeah.
I'll ask one. With your love of DJing, I'm sure you've seen some of the other cast members dance. Who's the best dancer on set?
As you do, you know. That's what I love about cons. It's just so like, oh, hi. Actually, I used to DJ at a club in Belfast called Kremlin, which is a gay bar, and obviously called Kremlin. It's a bit weird these days, you know, Russia and all that sort of nonsense. Anyway, it was like a favourite cast hangout of all the cast, and I have horrible and amusing mental images of Brienne, and I'll use their character names, Loris, and so many characters, Renly, and they were all like in sort of like a circle on my stage, and I think Loris had Brienne's handbag, like, giving it loads, and yeah, I mean I've seen them all dance. I'm going to give it to Brienne because, you know, Gwen's such a beautiful, amazingly tall girl, and she's so free as well. You know, obviously I grew up really tall as well, and you know, to break out of that mold can be hard. You know, and she's done such an amazing job of it, and you know, she's so beautiful. It's just amazing to see her just not give a shit. You know.
All right, thank you.
Hello there.
Hello.
You look amazing.
Wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What are you, though?
It's my own creation, but it's based off of Death Knight from World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I thought it was a bit Arthas-y sort of thing.
Oh, thank you. The glowing eyes and everything. Exactly.
Yeah.
But speaking of costumes,
Yeah.
I know many of the costumes in Game of Thrones are very authentic. You're north of the wall. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing, looks like brown rags.
Let me tell you about that.
Yes.
Okay, I have this costume, and it's that inch thick of wool, right? It's incredibly warm. And in season 2 or 3, I don't know if you remember, but Asha and Mira were skinning rabbits.
Yes.
Okay, that was hilarious. They literally had to stick. The actresses really had to do this. They had to stick skewers up the rabbit's butt and come out its mouth over and over. It was dead. They were obviously, and they were ethically poached. I think. I didn't do it anyway. Shout out HBO, I don't care. And they had skinned them so many times that day, we had to staple the fur back onto the dead rabbits. And the smell of these half-cooked, horrible little bunnies. Anyway, it sounds completely random, I just told you that. But all the furs were used in a sustainable way, and they made the costumes for the next season. So on top of that layer of wool, I had about 73 dead rabbit carcasses.
Oh, God.
You'll see it in season 4. And you can see like little bits of ear, and like a little foot. It wasn't moving, but a little tail. You know, it was kind of gruesome, but I kind of liked it in a way. It's extremely authentic, and my costume reeks. They won't wash it because it's all it's a term called a breakdown. It's all covered in mud and stuff. You can't change it, so it can't be washed. So 4 years of blood, sweat, and tears. It smells like a barnyard. So I literally come in the morning. I use like a whole bottle of aftershave on it.
So I imagine you're waiting for a costume change in season 6 when you come back.
Yeah, they've got a princess gown for me.
Yes. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for questions with Kristian right now. We got to keep on a tight schedule because we've got the costume contest coming up next. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been cool.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. Thank you. You have a really cool con here. So hopefully it goes from strength to strength every year, but you guys, you make it what it is. So thank you so much.
Hal-Con!